Hi, my name is Mindie Hilton. Welcome to my kitchen here in Northern California. If you're like me, you don't always have a lot of time to go grocery shopping. And although I love cooking and I've been cooking for years and it's a great passion of mine, sometimes shopping at the grocery store, especially with my two boys, can be a little frustrating. I've got an 8-year-old whose patience usually runs out by the time he's done with his free cookie that they pass out. And my toddler, he's so adorable. He has this little game he likes to play where he sees if he can throw things out of the cart faster than mommy can put them in. It's a lot of fun. And so if you're like me and you're busy and you enjoy cooking but don't always have time to get everything on your list, how would you like to be able to just toss that list out? Because you know what? I was thinking today I would like to share with you an enchilada pie. And I was thinking about things that I would need to make my traditional pie. And things that came to mind were milk, salt, cheese, red bell peppers, onions, garlic, chipotle chili peppers, lime, jalapeno peppers, corn flour. All of these things came to mind. That's like 10 ingredients. And you know what? I don't have time for that. Not with two boys that aren't patient at the store, but I do have time for this. And you know what? All of those ingredients are in this wonderful new product by Kraft. Their Santa Fe blend cooking cream. It's amazing. It's going to add so much zest to your cooking without any work. And you know, all of those ingredients that I just mentioned, you know they're all in here. And not only are they all in here, but they're perfectly blended by the wonderful chefs at Kraft. So I don't have to worry about getting too much jalapeno in my recipe, which I'm kind of known for because I like things a little bit hotter than everyone else. It's already going to be perfect. And you know what? My enchilada pie is going to be even better than before, thanks to this great new product. So let's get cooking. This is going to sound like a really difficult recipe because there's actually going to be 16 layers to our enchilada pie, but it's going to be so simple. And it's inspired by this great Mexican restaurant in Southern California that my husband used to eat at quite often because we're both from Southern California. So we love our Mexican food. And all you need to do to start this restaurant quality meal is start browning your ground beef. And since we've got this great cooking cream that's going to add so much flavor, I can use a lean ground beef and save myself some fat. So this is a 93% lean, and I've got my pan already heating on medium heat, and I've sprayed it with a non-stick spray. Since there's not a lot of fat in this, I don't want it to stick to the pan. And that's just going to take 5 to 7 minutes to brown. And of course you're going to need to break up that meat as you're going along with your wooden spoon. That only took about 5 minutes to brown our ground beef. And I'm not even going to drain it. There's not enough fat to worry about draining it since I'm using a 93% lean ground beef. If you were using a higher fat content of ground beef, you might want to drain it before you add your corn. And I'm using a corn mix that I've drained, and it's got the red and green bell peppers in it, and that's 11 ounces. And there's a lot of great varieties out there. You could use a southwestern corn or a chipotle corn. You just need to drain it before you add it. We don't want any excess water. And I'm just going to stir that in, and then we'll be ready to start assembling our delicious enchilada pie. Okay, now all we have to do is assemble our pie. And I'm going to start by using that great Philadelphia cooking cream. And this is really all of the seasoning that we're going to be using. I'm not adding any other spices or herbs or anything to it. And I'm going to start by putting just a little bit on the bottom, and that'll make sure that my tortilla doesn't stick. And I'm actually going to be putting this great cooking cream on each layer of tortilla, so everyone is going to just be creamy and delicious. And I've already sprayed my baking dish with a non-stick spray, and I've got my oven preheating to 350 degrees. And now that that's spread out, I'm going to start with my tortilla, and I'm going to add a little bit more cooking cream, and I'm just going to spread that out evenly. And this is a 2-quart 9-inch baking dish, and it's the perfect size for my medium-sized tortillas. And I'm using flour, but you could use a corn tortilla. That would work just as well. Now I'm going to be adding my mixture of corn and beef, and I'm just going to approximately add about 1/3 of that mixture. Now I'm going to be adding some Kraft Mexican cheddar jack cheese. And I'm going to be approximately using about 1/3 of that as well. And we're going to be adding more as we go. I'm going to add another tortilla. And, of course, more of that delicious Philadelphia cooking cream. A can of refried beans, and this is a 16-ounce can. And I'm using a vegetarian refried bean because it has a little bit less sodium than a regular, but you could use whatever. Got my beans. I'm going to add some more of our corn, another 1/3 of it, corn and our beef. I'm going to spread that out evenly. Okay, and now I'm going to add some more shredded cheese and another tortilla and more Philadelphia cooking cream. And now I'm going to be adding the rest of our meat and corn. Spread that out evenly. And our last tortilla, so there were 4 tortillas in all. And now we're going to put the rest of that cooking cream and we're going to spread it out evenly. Don't want to waste any of that. This stuff is so good. There's so many things you could use it for. And I gotta admit, it's delicious just right out of the container. But this is going to be amazing, this recipe. I hope you'll try it. And the rest of our shredded cheese is going to go on top. Now I'm going to put this in a 350-degree oven covered loosely with foil for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to remove the foil and bake it for just another 10 minutes, and then we're going to have an amazing restaurant quality meal ready in no time. With foil, it's going to go into our 350-degree preheated oven, and that foil is just going to make sure that the cheese does not burn on top, and then we'll remove the foil in 30 minutes and let it cook for just 10 more minutes. So I'm just going to remove that foil so that the cheese can get all nice and gooey on top. Just 10 more minutes. Enchilada pie is ready. Oh, man. Oh, looks so good. Bubbly hot cheese on top. So glad that I used a glass dish so you can see all of the beautiful layers. It's so tempting to eat right now, but we need to let it set up for just 5 minutes. The longer you set it up, the easier it'll be to slice and serve. And all right, I'm ready for the taste test. And I think my husband is going to be thrilled with this one. I think it's going to take him back to that great restaurant in Southern California that he loves. Oh, so beautiful, so impressive with all those layers. And I've just topped mine with some fresh salsa and some sour cream, and it looks so good. And this is a great dish to make ahead of time because the longer it sits, the easier it is to even slice. But I did wait my 5 minutes. That is the bomb. Oh my gosh, that is so good. I cannot wait to have my husband taste it. He's going to be thrilled, and you're going to be thrilled with Kraft and their new cooking cream. This stuff is amazing. You want to save time but not sacrifice on flavor? I'm telling you, you got to try this stuff. You're going to love it.